Hi guys and welcome back to the Alpha channel. My name is Prime M and today we're on to episode 9 of Catch Me in Greenpoint. If you haven't seen episode 1 through to 8, please go and check those out so you can understand what is about to happen in episode 9. With that being said, let's get into episode 9. Episode 9, let's get into it. So I'm on the phone with Jennifer. She's telling me she got shot last night in Greenpoint. There was a shootout and of course I know about that shootout. So I'm talking to her just to hear what happened because she said the doctors are saying chances are she might not walk again. There's a 50-50 chance she will be able to walk. So I'm on the phone with Jennifer and I'm like, so the doctors are saying chances are you won't be able to walk again? And Jennifer said, yes, there's a 50-50 chance I might not walk again. And I'm like, damn, I'm sorry to hear that, Jennifer. I'm gonna come see you in like an hour. Which hospital are you in? And she said, I'm by Woodhall Hospital. You know Woodhall? It's by Flushing Avenue and Broadway Avenue at the intersection right there in Brooklyn. Flushing and Broadway Ave. I said, oh yeah, I know that hospital. I'm gonna come and see you in about an hour, okay? Everything will be alright, Jennifer. And she said, okay, Romaine, I will see you in an hour. And then I hung up with Jennifer. And then James was like, bro, she got shot because of us last night, the call we made for 696 guys to come over. I said, yeah, man, she was out there and she got shot. And James was like, so yo, what are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna let 696 guys pay for this? I'm like, nah, James, we can't do that. It's an unfortunate situation. 696 guys, those guys are important to us right now. We cannot start any beef with them. We just have to let this go under the rug with them. We cannot mention this to 696 guys. 696, we need them to come over here and do a job from time to time. Jennifer was just unlucky, wrong place, wrong time. The good thing is, James, she's not dead. James was like, yeah, I understand what you're saying, bro. But damn, somebody should be paying for this though, man. Jennifer, she's your new friend. I'm like, James, the goal is to wreck Greenpoint. Jennifer, it's an unfortunate situation, James. It is what it is, bro. I'm just glad that she's not dead and I'm hoping she will be able to walk again. And I said, James, you know who I blame for all of this? And James said, who? I said, these two we have here tied up. Because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have to call 696 guys to come shoot up over here so we could get the gun out of the storage. And Jennifer unfortunately got shot. So who I blame are these two right here, not the 696 guys. And James was like, yeah, that's a fact. Let's kill him right now. And I'm like, James, I'm not even thinking about we should drown them. I think we should cut their heads off, bro. Both of their heads off. And James was like, cut their head off? You mean I'm gonna watch you cut their heads off? I'm like, nah, you're gonna be involved. James was like, well, we can't cut their heads off right now. We have no knife or anything. I know you're angry, but just calm down, bro. Calm down. We're gonna back the sink up with some water, fill it up with water, and drown them. And then I'm like, I bet. And after we drown them, we're gonna put their body in the back of a trunk and back it up into the Hudson River. So after about an hour, I went to the hospital to go see Jennifer. I got the information and I went to the room that they have her in. When I went in there, oh my gosh, a lot of flowers everywhere. And it smells so nice in there, like roses, a whole bunch of different flowers in there, bro. And I went in there and I saw her and she looked, worried and depressed. And when she saw me, her face lit up and she was like, oh, Romaine, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, I'm not so good knowing that this happened to you. And she was like, yeah, it didn't have to happen to me last night, Romaine. I said, what do you mean? She said, well, the guy who shot me, I know him. I said, you know him? She said, yeah. I said, where you know him from? She said he lives in Greenpoint. About a month ago, he and his guys, they came to me and said, they have a gang and they want extortion money from me. They wanted to extort me. And I tell them no, and they threaten my cat and say they will kill my cat, take him into the park, and he doesn't come back and stuff like that. And I tell them to get off my property before I call the cops. And I never seen them since. So I said, who are these guys? And she said, it's a guy I know him. His name is Greg. I said, Greg? She said, yeah. I said, and he has a gang in Greenpoint, you said? She said, yeah. I said, so why did he shot you? Like, you said he didn't have to shot you. Why did he shot you? And she said, because I saw him shooting out with some other guys, and he saw me, and he just decided to shoot me because, you know, we had a situation about a month ago. So he saw me in the car. He didn't have to shoot me, Remain. And he saw me, and he just put bullets into my car, and I crashed into like a building. And he came over there to finish me off, but I played dead, and the cops were coming. So he leave the scene, but he thought I was dead. I said, damn. So I said, did you tell the cops this? Did you at least tell them about this guy? And she said, no, Romaine, I didn't tell the cops about it. I know him. I said, oh shit. I understand what that means, Jennifer. You want to kill this guy. You want this guy dead. And she said, Romaine, you're a smart guy. That's exactly what I want to happen. Because of this guy, chances are I might not be able to walk again. I want this guy dead. Do you know anyone that could get rid of him for me, Romaine? I said, well, I don't really know, people like that too much, but give me about a week. Maybe I know some guys over in Jamaica, Queens, I'll go talk with them and see if they could do something. But give me about a week. And you said his name is Greg and he has a gang in Greenpoint? And she said, yeah. I said, all right, don't tell this to the police. And she said, Romaine, come on. If I didn't tell it to the police in the beginning, you think I would tell it to them now? I want this guy dead. I want his head delivered to me on a stick like it's a Spider-Man popsicle. And I'm like, damn, Jennifer, you mean business? She's like, yeah, look what he done to me. I said, all right, if anything pops up in about a week, I'll let you know. Don't put anyone else on this case. I'll figure something out, okay? And she's like, okay, Romaine, I'm getting a little bit tired right now. It's nice for you to come look for me. You have my number. I have your number. I'll call you if anything. But if you get any information or anyone that could take care of this Greg guy for me, please let me know. Because you didn't have to shoot me, Romaine. You didn't have to. I think because I saw him and he think I would report him to the cops and stuff like that. That's why he tried to kill me. But I didn't care. I understand what you mean, Jennifer. I understand what you mean. We'll be in touch. Go get some rest. We'll talk, all right? And she was like, okay. I'm like, all right, bye, Jennifer. And she was like, all right, bye, Romaine. And then I dipped. So after I leave the hospital with Jennifer, I went back into my car and I'm heading back over to Brooklyn Navy Yard. Ricky texted me that he and James is over there. And I'm like, all right, bet. I'm coming over there right now. So I'm in the car and I'm driving back over there and I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, I kind of called the 696 guys to come shoot up over Greenpoint. Jennifer said she know the guy who did it. I also know about the guy because Ricky tried to get me to help him, but he didn't want my help. So I had 696 guy come over here and put pressure on Greenpoint. And now Jennifer gets shot. You see, everything that I'm touching is just going south. But the plan and the mission must go on. We have to get Greenpoint to a state where all these tenants leave and we bring in these low-income residents. Too bad Jen got shot, man. I just wish she never got shot, but it is what it is. But this Greg guy, though, I have to go talk with James and Ricky because this Greg guy, I don't want to kill him, to be honest with you, because if I kill him, there won't be any need for the 696 guys to come over here, and the main objective, which is to wreck Greenpoint, that will go on a pause. So I have to go talk with Ricky and James to see what's really going on with this. But I'm thinking I should leave this Greg guy alone. Jennifer, she's alive. It is what it is. So I'm back at the Navy Yard, me, Ricky, and James, and I'm like, yo, guess what Jennifer told me? And Ricky and James was like, yo, what happened? I said, Ricky, Remember that guy who we tried to help him so he could fight 696, the guy who owned the gang over here? And Ricky said, yeah, I found out his name. His name is Greg. I'm like, yeah, he's the one that shot Jennifer. And Ricky said, what? How did you know? How did she know him? I said, well, he tried to extort her about a month ago, tried to get extortion money from her. I remember when we said we was going to threaten her and her cat and everything. That's exactly what Greg did. She even told me his name is Greg. And you're saying his name is Greg now, so it's the exact guy. He's the one that shot Jennifer. And James was like, yo, let's kill him tonight. I'm like, nah, James, we can't kill this guy tonight. And Ricky was like, yeah, we could. I know where he live. I'm like, yo, but if we kill this guy, the 696 guys, they won't have any reason to come over here and shoot up Greenpoint because the main guy is dead. And Ricky was like, yeah, but he shot Jennifer though, bro. Like, Jennifer, she's your friend. You told me she gave you access to her buildings and everything. She's good to you. But I'm like, yeah, Jennifer is good to me. But Ricky, the bigger objective is Greenpoint right now. If we should get rid of Greg, the war will be over. You guys have to trust me on this one. We cannot touch Greg. I told Jennifer, give me about a week. I would try and find somebody to get rid of Greg. I would tell her a story a week from now that maybe I didn't find anyone or someone say they will do it, but give them 2 weeks. I would try and delay with Jennifer until we get Greenpoint to where we really want it. But right now, guys, we cannot touch Greg. Greg has to stay alive. But James said, boss, you know that woman Jennifer, she really likes you though. And she got hurt. You gotta do something about it though in the future. You have to do something about it. I was thinking right now, but I understand what you're saying with this Greg guy. That's his name, Greg? I said, yeah, that's his name, James. And James said, yeah, this Greg guy. I understand what you're saying, but man, he touched your friend, bro. That's not a good look. I said, James, it's not you. It's not Ricky. And, you know, Martin. I like Martin. It's not Martin. Other than that, I don't care who get touched. They're not a part of the team. Jen was in the wrong place at the wrong time. It is what it is. We cannot move a king off the chessboard. Greg, he holds a position. We need him to keep hold that position so 696 guys can come and attack him. And James was like, yeah, we understand it and everything, man. But Jennifer, she sound like a nice lady, though. I'm like, yeah, James, sometimes life happens, bro. It is what it is. Jennifer, like I said, she's not a part of the team. It is what it is. So I said, you know, enough about Jennifer. You know what I mean? I already tell her what it is. Enough about her. Then I turned to Ricky and I said to Ricky, Ricky, who is the driver that dropped off the baby mama and the baby dad today over here by the warehouse? I checked the license plate and it wasn't a cab, it was a private car. And Ricky said, yeah, that driver, he operates, you know, robot taxi, normally charter and, you know, drop people off whenever they want to go places and stuff like that. I said, you know where you operate most of the time, Ricky? And Ricky said, yeah, he's always by the mall downtown Brooklyn. I said, really? I said, which one the mall? He said, right the mall right across from Barclays Center. I said, oh, I know that mall. I said, Ricky, we have to kill this guy. And Ricky was like, really? We have to kill him? I said, yeah, because he dropped off the baby mom and the baby dad by the warehouse today. And when they go missing, the cops will ask him, where did he drop them off? And he will tell them over here. And we cannot have this guy go and talk about he dropped them over here. No. We have to kill him. We need no strings attached to these two. It was a big operation. The guns almost got caught. The cops, they will be onto it. They will check the bail and everything with the baby mom, where the money is coming from, but she will be dead. And they will try and get to the driver and ask him, where did you take these two? Do you understand what I'm saying? We have to kill this driver tonight, Ricky. And Ricky was like, all right, cool. I understand. I said, this is what's going to happen, Ricky. Because I'm in a bad mood. You guys can tell Jennifer got hurt and, you know, the day is not going well for me. but I understand we have to keep moving forward. And this guy, he's always downtown Brooklyn. Get one of the guys to go on a motorcycle. And we have a Uzi. You see, one of the guns we get is a Uzi. You're gonna take it, give to that guy on the bike, and he just empty it on him in his car downtown Brooklyn. And then get away on his motorcycle back over here to Greenpoint where he lives. So get one of the guys, Ricky, give him this Uzi and tell him to go empty it in this guy's car. And Ricky was like, all right, bet. And Ricky was like, boss, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good, Ricky. I'm just in a bad mood. Jennifer got shot and chances are she won't be able to walk. And Ricky said, yeah, I can tell something ain't right with you. And I'm like, no, I'm good, Ricky. You know, we just have to keep moving forward. And this cab guy is an issue and we have to get rid of him so we could close this case. James, me and you, we're gonna get these two, put them in the back of the trunk and go dump them in the Hudson River. We're gonna back the car up in the Hudson River, me and you. And then that should be that. With this Greg guy now, Ricky, don't even say anything to him. Just leave him alone. And if he needs help in the future, we will be here. But just don't say anything to him about Jennifer or the shooting. He will come to us when he needs us. And Ricky was like, yeah, I understand. And then my phone's ring. When I look at it, it's Byron. I'm like, yo, guys, this is Byron calling me. I wonder what he's calling me about now. So I answered. I said, yo, bro, what's up, bro? And Byron said, my brother, didn't I tell you not to talk to the FBI girl? Did you know you got her into big problem? I said, I got her into problem. Byron said, yes, they are releasing her from her job because she talked to you in the CVS and she didn't report that she talked to you. I said, what? How did they know she talked to me in CVS? And Byron said, my brother, they checked the camera and they see. Did she tell you she have a boyfriend? I said, did she tell me she have a boyfriend? I cannot recall that, Byron. I can't remember. And Byron was like, come on, my brother. You should be able to remember if a girl tells you she have a boyfriend or not. I'm like, I really can't remember though, Byron. What's the issue though? Why are they taking her off the case? And Byron said, because they believe she like you. You know what she did? Why your paperwork has been going so slow? She been messing with the evidence. She been tampering with all the stuff and making your case taking slower and slower. I said, what? She's been doing all of that? And Byron said, yes. When she came to Miami, behind you, she even tell them she lost track of you and stuff like that. But I said, but Byron, you called me and said car and they saw me and carjacked and all of that. What was all of that about? Can you hear me? And Byron was like, no, some other FBI agent. They were down there also. When she lose track of you, they start following you and they're the one who saw you stole the car and jack and leave it on the scene and stuff like that and went to KOD because the FBI lady, she lost track of you while she was down there. And they believe she lost track of you on purpose because she probably likes you or something. I said, Byron, I don't know what's going on, bro, with this lady, man. To be honest, this FBI woman, I don't know. And if she likes me and she's doing me favors and stuff like that, I mean, you as my brother, Byron, you should be happy for me. And Byron was like, my brother, I understand what you're saying, but I tell you, leave this girl alone. Leave her alone. You didn't want to listen. Now they put her off the case and they're going to put someone else on the case. I said, but do you have any idea who they're going to put on my case, Byron? Byron said, I have no idea who they're going to put on your case, but I will call you and give you an update. And I said, okay, Byron, good looking, bro. And whenever I see this police, this FBI woman or police or whatever she is, I don't really know her like that, bro. I'll ignore her, I'll avoid her, act like I don't see her. Just let me know when the feds are coming for me, bro. Alright? And Byron was like, okay, my brother, I will let you know. Then I hang up with Byron. And then James said, yo, I don't trust that Byron guy. And Ricky was like, I don't trust the Byron guy, and I don't trust the girl neither. And I'm like, yo, I don't trust Byron.